time to get grimy.
SpectrumVida. I'm Guillermo Cita alongside my co-hosts Alex Ramirez and Albert Cita. So what do we got today on SpectrumVida?
I think it's fitting that Albert's wearing his United States men's
I like the support.
national team.
Two reasons, though.
Two reasons. What's the first reason?
First reason, the Women's World Cup starts. So I got to show my support.
Right? In Canada?
Yeah. And so even though the women's soccer team doesn't need support, unlike the men's, I'm pretty sure they got this in the bag.
Well,
I wouldn't say in the bag. They didn't win last time.
I know, but they win every other one. So
every 8 years they win.
Let's just say they're a force to be reckoned with.
Exactly.
In the women's.
So I'm showing my support, but at the
division.
same time, it's a protest against the FIFA organization.
The last thing, there's three. So you're not supporting that they're actually going to feature the women's in the FIFA video game as well.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I did not know that.
Yeah, I heard about
there
that.
you go. Another.
So the big news is Sepp Blatter got his fifth term as FIFA president. It's kind of surprising now that you guys are soccer fans, but we've all known there's corruption going on in this organization.
And that's the funny part. I think like you can ask any soccer fan, they're like, "Yeah, it's corrupt. That's corrupt." But yeah, no one. I mean, like it's only till now that we're starting to see the ball roll. But then,
well, here's
so Guillermo, you're the resident soccer expert. You play soccer, you coach soccer, you played in college. So give us a lowdown.
Okay, so basically, that there's corruption is corruption everywhere. I mean, you can
That's
go to a Sunday League team and you can see
Little League.
Yeah, like
those owners are corrupt.
You can see those kids. You can see a 12-year-old playing with a 10-year-old and with the fake ID, with the fake birth certificate. It happens everywhere.
Yeah, Little League. I mean, Little League this past year. I remember those kids from the Jackie Robinson League.
Yeah.
None of them lived in the zone. They're supposed to play in that. So
exactly.
Like,
so everybody was trying to get away with it, trying to get a little advantage here and there. The thing is, what's his name? Blatter. Am I even saying it right?
Sepp Blatter.
Sepp
Sounds like a urinary tract infection, doesn't it?
Yeah,
sorry, you have Sepp Blatter.
Oh
man. Cranberry juice for you for the next 2 weeks.
He says the governing body of FIFA is too big, and that the individuals should be held responsible at their individual basis. Like it's their fault, not the whole organization as a whole.
So like UEFA and CONCACAF, they're all part of FIFA. Is that how it works?
Yes, that's kind of how it works. You break it down by federations in different regions. The thing is that all these lower federations have the exact, not the exact amount of votes, but they have the same amount of power as all these big conferences because every conference has one vote, and that's kind of how they do the voting. It's not like the electrical college vote that we have in the U.S. that, depending on the population, you have more representation.
That wouldn't be fair in the world because, South Africa doesn't get that much of a say. And
how come
but the thing is,
the
smaller countries support Sepp Blatter because from what I read
I heard he does a bunch of promises.
Well, he delivers on these promises, which is he's going to give more money to these smaller federations to bring up the sport of soccer to make it relevant in the whole world. And they receive that money. If he promises $5 million to that federation, they're getting that $5 million. So they said this guy has kept all his promises. Yeah, there's corruption stuff going on, but from our standpoint, he's doing a good job.
Yeah.
And for the bigger federations, they're saying, it's not fair that our World Cup is in Moscow. It's not fair that it's in Qatar when we have people bidding like in England and U.S. and these bigger countries.
These are countries who could on a dime hold a country.
Yeah. And then you look what happened in Brazil. Did you guys know that they renting out some of those stadiums for birthday parties? They're tour bus parking lots because there's no teams there.
They say that's the biggest problem that when they built these new superstructures, especially the Brazilians were dumbfounded that they built that one stadium like in the jungle. They're
in the middle of the jungle.
Like, who would go out after this? Who would go out there? And they wasted so much money. And that's another thing that they bring up too. It's like, okay, luckily when the U.S. had it, they were able to use the establishments they built not only for the soccer, but even if you go way back to the Olympics, we're still using those the
Coliseum.
So if you think about it, it didn't make any sense the way Brazil did their
the other thing is you look at Qatar now. The new reports are coming out. Is the death toll? How many people are dying building these new stadiums for the World Cup in 2022?
Yeah,
and we're barely 2015.
Because I see where you can make an argument because it is kind of not fair that you only have the bigger countries keep hosting the World Cup.
Yeah.
And when it's the World Cup and they should be hosting in other places, but at the same time, it's like Qatar. It's like, dude,
why not do a joint like they did in Korea and Japan?
Yeah,
something joint. Like, hey, we don't want to, Japan build 8 stadiums for us. Build
that's
2.
how you get true world peace, because then the countries have to agree. Right? We have to work together. And bring the World Cup.
Maybe
here.
There's a lot of unrest in that area in Middle East.
Was it like Africa kind of like that? Even though
no, everything was in South Africa, dude.
But I thought they kind of absorbed another little section just to put a stadium there.
I don't know about that, but majority of the tournament was in South Africa, or everything.
There's a really good social media movement going on right now too, with calling for the sponsors of the World Cup to pull out,
to boycott
with Visa, Budweiser, and McDonald's.
They should.
The alternate of the logos, like McDonald's is like a lock and chain now, slavery. Visa is like a bunch of people carrying the Visa logo, and Budweiser says you can't become a king without slaves. So if you're tweeting out,
I love it. I'm gonna go buy some Budweiser right now.
No, you're not supposed to.
Oh, wait,
Qatar.
No, don't buy it. Oh,
These are like people made so like to get the pressure the sponsors to jump out. Yeah, to pull out. So hopefully that kind of keeps it, because you can't.
Honestly, the sponsors are helping FIFA right now. Yeah. I mean, like FIFA, if you think about it, where do they get money from?
Exactly.
Sponsors.
So
because they're sponsoring.
I think Visa even said too, like, oh well, things better change or we're gonna pull out pretty soon. But they're obviously not gonna change. I mean, there's too much money. It's all about emerging markets, right?
Everybody talks about the Super Bowl. I mean, nothing beats the World Cup. I mean, you're talking about billions of people watching the World Cup every 4 years. Yeah. So I mean,
it's so much for these giant corporations. It's not so much as maintaining their brand. It's getting their brand into emerging markets. So obviously, people in Qatar, they want Visa, they want Budweiser, they want McDonald's. People, it's getting their brand in the new markets. It's not like, oh, well, we need to keep our profile up in the United States because they could care less, because no matter what, Budweiser's ain't going anywhere. So they're not going to pull out of Qatar or Russia, not when you get more Big Macs in there.
Yeah, it's too late anyway to pull out now. So construction's on its way. Russia.
It's never too late, bro. It's never too late to pull out people.
It's too late, dude. I mean, if they
were has 2 kids, it's not about that.
Hey. I just think it's to a point where if you were to change it up.
No, I just want it in the U.S. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Me too. Yeah, exactly.
I think everybody wants it.
But people shouldn't be dying for soccer stadiums.
The other thing is Copa America. Copa America is usually held in South America.
Yeah.
How is it that the United States are hosting a South American tournament?
I mean, so you're talking about these winks here.
So corruption here in the United States.
Handshakes here and there.
Well, everybody knows there's a corruption in the U.S. Come on, Enron. Do you remember that little company?
Not at all. But
or is it Enron?
That's
Enron,
our grind our gear segment on FIFA.
And it took all of SpectrumVida.
Yeah, too. On a little lighter note, Guillermo's not talking about movies, but this week, the return of my boys, my Entourage movie.
Entourage.
This week.
This week. I think like June 6th, right? Or 4th.
June 6th, something.
Like in the middle of the week. Yeah. So I'm super excited. I mean,
I'm the biggest Entourage fan, man.
Exactly.
He actually has all the box sets, which I lost a couple already. So sorry,
I know.
I need to replace.
You're gonna celebrate by gonna take a shot of Avion before you go?
I really don't care for Avion.
Oh, why? Mark Cuban.
I know. I went to Vegas and I went to what is it? Diablo Bar and Grill, and they have like shooters. And I got Avion. I didn't care for it. It was bad.
Oh yeah.
I think they're also making like these special edition Jordans.
Johnny Bananas.
No, they're having Jordans, Entourage Jordans, because I guess Turtles shoe collector.
Well, there's an episode. Remember we checked a
special edition shoe or something, and it's in a wooden case or something.
And if you guys see Albert around, call him Drama.
Do not call me Drama.
He's Johnny Drama. He's Johnny Drama of the group.
Entourage is back. It's probably the most male-friendly show ever, right?
Yeah.
So.
Well, we might have another one right around the corner with The Rock. I don't know if you've seen it on HBO. They're making one. It's pretty much Entourage with The Rock being the main person.
I saw like a poster for that. What is that?
It's sports. So he's like
football player.
Yeah, he's like he used to be a sports player of some kind, and then now he's in the back behind the scenes. The agent, like whatever.
Yeah, we had Entourage, then we got the League. The League is gone now.
And so I think this is the next one for us.
Yeah, because Workaholics not coming out in time. I need more Workaholics.
Rancho Cucamonga.
So that is it for this edition of Spectrum Vida. If you want to contribute or share some stuff with us, just leave a comment below or go to SpectrumVida.com. We're looking for all kinds of podcasters, web show hosts, writers, bloggers, anything you want. We're open to it. So we talk about FIFA, talk about inhumane slavery, and went to Entourage. So we're all around the place. Kind of a schizophrenic show here.
Yeah, and if you're in Rancho Cucamonga, be careful with that.
The poop dollars.
Thanks for listening.